So when people are looking for a Shiduch, so many people, they have a certain perception of, that's the girl that I want to marry. She's looking like that, this is her age, this is what she likes, this is her character trait, and so on. And they are very frustrated because they didn't find this Mrs. Perfect. So I told many people, and I'm telling everybody, you're not perfect, so you cannot find someone else that is perfect, because we're all human beings. So you have to learn to live with this perfection. Yeah. And everybody have their like pluses and minuses. Yeah. So you have to decide what is the minuses that you can live with. But there will always be minuses. There will always be something that is not perfect. That's the definition of this world. The whole world is not perfect. Hashem gave us this physical world that we will experience what is not being perfect. And Bezrat Hashem, when we have the final salvation, so everything gets to its perfection. But in the meantime, long we are here in this limited physical body, so we are limited, and each one of us have his issues. It can be health, it can be emotional issues, it can be spiritual issues, it can be all kinds of issues. But everybody are compromising on different things. So you have to make up your mind, what is the thing that you are compromising on. So for like to make it very simple, like there is people that they are looking for a rich girl, for example. Yeah. So obviously to marry a rich girl, it comes with, you have to pay for that. Yeah, meaning, for example, whatever, she will have a certain demands, because like I bring the money, so you have to do this, whatever it is, and so on and so forth. So if you can live with it, fine. It can be the other way around. Somebody, he doesn't want a rich girl because he doesn't want to be told what to do. So he prefer that she will be like poor, and she's not looking for anything like fancy, and she can live with like in a very simple life. And specifically, he doesn't want a rich girl. Okay, so whatever it is, each person, you have like, and sometimes we think that we know what we want, and Hashem is showing us otherwise. Yeah, there's all kinds of stories that people they thought that they are like getting married with a certain girl, and then they found out it's like something completely different. I'll tell. There's a story that I like to say sometimes. Like, it's not something that we should like look forward to, but there is a reality like that. It also happens. So there was a boy that was learning in yeshiva, not this yeshiva here, different yeshiva, different place, and he got married with the convert girl that she didn't want to say anything about her past life, about her family. And he respected that. He saw that like she doesn't want to speak about it, so he didn't ask questions. Fair enough. A few years after they got married, and they were living like very, very like simple, humble life, like very close to the yeshiva where he was learning. All of a sudden they got a letter from an attorney in the States, whatever, and they got in the letter it says that the parents of this girl passed away, and she was the only daughter, and even though she was not in touch with them, but they left her all of their inheritance, and it was like millions and millions of dollars, and like all of a sudden they became to be like rich, and he need to figure out like how he's like managing like a new life like that. It is like he have to take care of like serious amount of money. What he does with it, obviously he gave like nice portion to the yeshiva where he was learning, and they renovated all the yeshiva. But besides of that, like, what do you do when Hashem sends you something like that? So it can be like this way, it can be the other way. I know someone else that he thought that he's marrying a rich girl, and his father-in-law, just after he got married, his father-in-law lost all of his possessions, and like they stayed like poor, and they had to live in his parents' house that were like also poor. And like he thought that he's, exactly the other way around. So sometimes we think that like that's the person that we are marrying. It took very very like external like experience that is about money, but the same thing can be also within the emotional, within the spiritual, and there's all kinds of stories like that people they make it, they didn't plan this life, but Hashem sent them a certain tikkun that they have to go through, whatever it is. So we do as much as we can. Okay, we do our ishtadlut as much as we can. We're trying to do the efforts to find the right girl for us. We're trying to do the efforts to find the right life, the right this, the right that, or everything. But what's the result in the end of the day? It's in the hands of Hashem. Hashem is deciding. So we are trying to do the best to be able to serve Hashem according to our very limited understanding. And we have to learn to live with whatever it is that Hashem gave us to do. Yeah. I never imagined that I will have like this life that I'm having now and like to do what I'm doing now. I didn't think that that's what's going to be in my life. Very far from it. But okay, that's where you want me to be, Hashem. That's what you want me to do. So I'll do it the best way I can. I hope that Hashem is happy with what I'm doing. So it's the same for each one of us. And obviously they say that the grass of the neighbor is always greener. You have this saying in English?
It's similar. Yes.
In Hebrew they say that.
Yeah.
Today everybody have fake grass, so it's like it's the same color anyhow. But that's it's very. The point is, it's very easy to be jealous on other people's life. You have everything right. You have the right wife. You have the right house. You have the right job. You have the right this, right that. I wish I was like him. Yeah, all kinds of things like that. Obviously, that's like just brings frustration.
Yeah.
So that's what Shlomo Melech says. The rich person is the one that is happy with his portion. So Baruch Hashem for what we have, and obviously we want to have like more to be able to serve Hashem in a larger scale. Right. But for now, that's the way Hashem wants us to serve Him. So that's the way we're serving Him. With Hashem. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen.